Hi guys, how's it going? It's I'm checking. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see by the title of the video, I'm going to share a bit of a story time on how I got started with investing, and I was actually using my NSFAS money to start investing. And we'll also touch on whether you should start investing as a student or not. So it's the year 2020. I was in my final year. It's COVID, we are home, we are bored, and we have nothing to do, right? And I was an NSFAS funded student. We were getting, I think, 1.4, I think it was 1440. That was the amount. And I'm home, I don't have any responsibilities, and I'm having this money that comes in every single month, right? It's a study from home. I don't have to pay rent, buy food, nothing. So all that money was coming to me. So okay, fine. I discovered Nicolette Mashile, Miranda Zulu, and I was consuming a lot of their content. I was consuming a lot of personal finance content, and I was also watching content from personal finance creators from the USA. They make absolutely good content on personal finance. So I took it upon myself to learn about investing, because watching Nico, she's a woman for starters, and she's a millionaire. She made money from investing, or rather one of the ways in which she made her million was investing in the stock market. So I just thought to myself that, okay, fine, if she could do it and she's on YouTube sharing this information, we could actually just get this info and apply it, and actually, start investing, and maybe the stock market will make us millionaires. Okay, fine. So I was consuming a lot of her content. I decided to buy her book, What's Your Move? That book actually opened my eyes. A lot of books are written by American authors or people from other parts of the world, so you hardly find a good book from South Africa about personal finance. So I just thought, okay, fine, let me buy Nico's What's Your Move book. I did that, and it really opened my eyes a lot. I got to understand what personal finance is, that it's actually just deeper than just investing, like just buying your shares and all of that. I took that book and then I read it, and I was like, okay, fine, here I'm gonna buy shares. I committed to take 1,000 rand from that 1.4, and I was buying shares. And I was just like, okay, fine. We are taught that we need to take a certain percentage and invest in the stock market, or even have savings, like those money rules. But I was like, I don't have expenses. I'm home. I like this 1.4 is mine. Come on. So fine. I took the 1,000 rands and I bought shares, and I actually followed the most common advice that you need to buy shares in companies that you know and you buy from. And I was like, fine. I bought ShopRite, I bought Pick and Pay, I bought shares in Absa. My dad uses Absa, so I was like, okay, like if my dad uses Absa, then Absa it is. I bought shares in Absa. What else? I bought XOXO. It's in the top 40. At the time, I did not even know what this company does, right? And consuming all of this content, we are taught that you need to know how to research a company. But I did not do that part, right? But I did not think too much about it, because I'm just starting, and sometimes you don't get to see the importance of doing your research. You just start investing, which is the number one biggest mistake you can do as an investor. Fine, it's COVID and the market is down. Like, shares are very, very affordable. I think at the time, ShopRite shares were 80 rands. Very much affordable, very much affordable. Fine, started investing, and like time went by, and now back to varsity, right? It's back to varsity. I started investing. I did not have any savings. It was just my investing money, right? And I'm a student. I don't really have an income. And if you don't have an income, a very stable income, investing, just don't be too much on it, Because the mistake you don't want to make is to have so much money or have all your money invested and don't have any savings. Because if something happens, you will now need to sell your investments. And that is the one thing that we are trying to avoid by having emergency funds. That is to just make sure that should anything happen, I'm going to take that money and attend that matter instead of selling your investments and using it for that emergency. So my mistake actually when now going back to varsity was that I did not use some of that money to save. I invested all of it. That was the number one mistake. So back to varsity, I'm reconciling with my friend, and at the time of okay, we need to go out. We decide to go bowling, and I tell my friend that, listen, I want to buy new sneakers. Those sneakers, I wanted them with all my heart. And I sold my shares. And I bought those sneakers. I still have them, not my favorite though, but at the time I was dying for them. So the mistake that I made, regardless of the fact that I was actually doing a good thing, was that I did not have any savings and I invested all of that money. And for somebody who at the time did not have an income, a stable income, I had no business actually investing. So if you are a student and you are passionate about personal finance, you want to start investing, that is a good thing. Like, it's a good thing that you see the importance of having your finances in check, or you dream of being a responsible adult. Kudos to you. But if you don't have a stable income and the money that you get from your parents, sometimes it's just a bit of go buy food, pay rent, transport money to go to school and come back, and you don't have enough money left. I would suggest that you just gather the knowledge, like get that financial literacy, get that financial education. Don't stress too much about investing, because the problem is that you are now going to try and live way below your means, and you might even feel like, oh my goodness, university is just so hard. But the problem is that you are taking the little that you need to survive from and investing it. And another problem there is that if you don't have savings and you are investing, when you need money, you're going to sell your investments, and you're just going to feel like there's a bit of a back and forth, and you might get discouraged. So if you don't have a stable income, or if you don't have enough money to yourself, then maybe focus on saving that money, not investing. Yes, you might feel like you are missing out on growth. What if now this company is moving from 10 rands share price to 50 rands? You're missing out on a lot of capital growth, but the stock market is not going anywhere. Even after you've graduated, got a job, no matter how many years that is after, the stock market will be there, and there will be new companies, new innovations, new disruptions in the world, and new companies will actually enter the market, and they'll just do good. So don't ever think that you're actually missing out by not starting to invest. The best thing you can do for yourself is to read a lot of personal finance book, get the understand what you need to do when you start working. That is going to help you a lot, because sometimes you might be so much obsessed about investing that you are not getting the financial education. You are not taking it upon yourself to get the financial education. And the problem is that you will still go back to your investments account, sell your investments, take money, because you don't understand financial education. You know what investing is, and you want to start investing, but then you cannot manage your money well. So what you can do in the meantime is to get the financial education, learn how to manage your money well, and by the time you finish graduating, you get a job, you will know what to do with your money. And for those that are very much privileged, you have a lot of money here and there. I mean, we come from different backgrounds. Some people really want to hop onto this personal finance journey, but then they don't have enough money, or they only get money from one person. And it's absolutely okay. Like, really, it's okay. You cannot compare yourself to somebody who gets money from 5 people, right? So for those that are privileged enough to have enough money, then have your savings and invest. And those savings are going to help you a lot, because once you graduate, you will now need to travel, do interviews, you are moving, money is needed. It's going to help you a lot. So if you don't have the means to consistently invest, and also have savings on the other hand, then maybe focus on saving. But those that afford to be in varsity, save and invest, just do it. 100% go for it. But if you can't, like I say, just in the meantime, get the financial education and learn how you are going to manage your money once you graduate. As I've mentioned, that I took that money and I bought sneakers, right? I'm still in university. I just wanted the sneakers, man, and I did not have savings to buy those sneakers from, so I had to sell my investments. So even when you're not a student, when you're just a young adult or even an adult, just make sure that you have your savings and investments. Just don't focus on one, because when an emergency comes, it's going to be chaos. Like, you will just feel so much stressed. And the problem with money that is in your investment account is that it is not available immediately. So you need to have emergency funds. And this is preached all the time by personal finance content creators. It's like, it's in the books, a lot of books, it's in there. So yeah, just make sure that you have your savings before you move to your investments. That's if you can. But what I would just say is that just try and enjoy your varsity days. Try and enjoy your varsity days. I'm not saying if you have enough money to save and invest, you shouldn't, but try to enjoy your varsity days. For example, if maybe you only have 100 rands left, after you've paid on your bills, the rent, bought food, paid for transport, you can't take it and invest. Like, this has to make sense, actually. And the reason personal finance is personal, right? Somebody might be able to take that 100 rands and save or invest it, but you might not be able to. And also, personally, I don't believe in running dry. I don't believe it, just in the name of saving and investing. What if something happens? What if you now have to go home? What if you get sick? Like, what are you going to buy meds with? Like, that 100 rand can just go a long way. So just take it, put it in your saving, and wait for the day that you're going to need it. Maybe if the next month comes and you have not used it, you can take it and invest it. But investing when you do not have the means to invest, honestly, just don't do it. Just do not do it. So yeah, guys, that's it on today's video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.